Hey guys, how's it going? I get a lot of comments from people saying that they like to fall asleep to my YouTube videos. So for a while I've had an idea to do like compilations of clips from my older videos and make them super long and upload them to YouTube without mid-roll ads, because I'm also someone who falls asleep to YouTube videos a lot and I feel like I would appreciate this from certain creators that I like a lot. But also hopefully people would maybe use these compilations to put on in the background while they're cooking or something. So let me know what you think of this and if you think I should do more of these, because I definitely would. It was kind of fun to put together a little compilation, especially since I did it in chronological order, so you can kind of see my journey of like making these fun little drinks. You can see my phases of like drinking only tea, drinking only matcha, drinking only coffee, and then giving up on coffee because I'm like, oops, and then going back to tea, and then being like, maybe I can still drink coffee, and then being like, no, I can't drink coffee. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Maybe my favorite things that I made during this whole video series, some potted plant drinks. Potted plant, matcha, and coffee drinks. I copied the idea basically from this one Instagram account that I will put on the screen, can't remember the name, but they made some potted plant drinks and I thought they were so cute. I don't know if they called them like cottagecore or whatever. I didn't copy them exactly. I just kind of took the inspiration of the potted plant aspect of it. First, I made a matcha drink and I made the matcha a little bit weaker than I wanted to. It didn't come out as green as I meant it to. I think I put too much milk. I also thought it might be nice to have like a little bit more brown in the drink, I guess. So I'd also poured in some coffee concentrate from Trader Joe's on top as well, and I kind of like that like vibe, and also I like matcha coffee personally, so yeah, this one turned into like a matcha coffee drink, and it's basically just crushed up Oreo cookie on top of a drink. Are you looking? Is anyone looking at this? And then you put a little leaf on top and it looks like it's a little potted plant. I used some mint leaves, just fresh mint leaves for the top. I didn't expect to actually make the mint part of the drink. It was just supposed to be like a cute little topping for the aesthetic, but especially in the next drink that I made, it was like perfect. This was the greatest thing. Like, I want to make these, well, maybe I shouldn't make them a regular thing because it's literally like having Oreo cookies every day, which is not the best, you know, routine, but it was so good, and it made everything like cookies and cream, like cookies and cream matcha, cookies and cream coffee.
But those leaves get lost in those leaves.
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
The other potted plant style drink that I made was like a chocolate coffee kind of thing, and this is how I make like a chocolate, this is how I make chocolate milk, and it's also how I make like chocolate coffee, mainly just because I'm trying to use up my cocoa powder that is old as hell. I just have some really hot water, just a little bit of really hot water, and mix in a bunch of cocoa powder, make sure it's all dissolved really well, and then I put in the ice and milk, which, is that the best way to do it? I don't know, but it works for me. And then I also put in some of that coffee concentrate again. Also, the first time I used a bag, which is what I've seen other people do to crush Oreo cookies, and then the second time I made it, I was like, what the heck? I literally have a mortar and pestle, like what the?
Oh no, is that fun? It's too much, huh?
Yeah, it's really cute.
Is it too much?
Why? Oh, the mint. It's a bit much.
It's a bit much, huh?
Maybe take out the bottom two leaves, the big boys in the neighborhood.
It just falls in.
It's cute.
But it's cute.
It's fun.
It's cute though. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
I'm a big chocolate mint fan. I know that's controversial to a lot of people, but if you like chocolate mint, you should definitely make something like this. Even if you don't have the Oreo bits, well, you should try it with the Oreo bits. It's so fun. Literally, chocolate cookies and cream, chocolate mint, mint chocolate cookies and cream, coffee. What the heck, dude?
Mix them up. Whoa, you put it in.
Mint chocolate.
You sip them up. Oh my god.
Mint chocolate. See, this is what I hate about those like home cafe videos. They never like stir it up afterward. They never like stir it or like take a sip. They just like make the drink and then end video. It makes me mad. Like I want to see it like stirred up, you know?
Stir it up.
Or they make it like perfectly layered.
Stir it up. Stir it up.
And then I want to see it like stirred up. Whoa, you want to try it?
Fire in the building.
Another thing that I actually bought the flowers, the edible flowers for, was making some beautiful little flower ice cubes. I didn't know what I was going to put them in, but I just knew that I felt like I had to make flower ice cubes for this cottagecore video. And I initially was just going to make the ice cubes with the whole flowers, like each ice cube was a whole flower, but I was having kind of a hard time shoving the whole flower into the cube in like a nice way, and so I ended up actually ripping them apart again, like on the cake, and just having like flower petal ice cubes, and I feel like that worked a lot better. You can make more ice cubes out of it, and they're able to like fan out a little more, like fill up the ice cube more nicely. This would be something that would be really fun for like a, you know, I don't know, some sort of event type thing. I've lost all, I don't know what those are anymore, but you know, if you're having the girlies over for lunch or something like that, brunch, I don't know. Ooh, put those in like a mimosa type thing. Well, you might not be able to see it. I don't know. I used this like semi-clear soda because I was like, I don't know what to put these in. Like, I didn't want to just put them in like water. The only thing is they're not that great when they melt. So I wouldn't suggest it if you're going to do it outside. If you're going to drink the drink outside or have it like an outdoor event, I wouldn't suggest that. But as long as you drink your drink relatively quickly, NBD, you know. Also, something I was really excited about making for this video was this strawberry milk that I saw from this one YouTube channel that I will put on the screen a long time ago and always wanted to make, but I just never did because laziness. But it's so good. It's really easy to make. It's just like, you know, you got to make sure you have ripe strawberries at hand and cut them up. But it's so good. Basically, it's just some cooked strawberries with sugar, and then you mix them in with some cut up strawberries, and then with some milk in a jar / pitcher or something like that where you can stir it up or shake it up. Because I used the greatest, in my opinion, plant milk that is out there, this became so thick and creamy and amazing. It was kind of more like a smoothie once I had let it sit for a while. I used slightly less sugar than in the recipe because my strawberries were already pretty sweet, and I also just wanted to like not use as much sugar. It was still super good.
It's so good.
Then the next day, I made a cute little strawberry matcha drink. Although with how many ice cubes I put in there and how thick the strawberry milk was, I had like kind of a hard time stirring it at first. Once I let it like sit for a second and slightly melt, it was better. But yes, in my freaking fast food video where I was complaining about having pineapple matcha instead of strawberry matcha, now I feel satisfied, you know? This was so much better than whatever I had that day. And look how cute it is. It's also kind of ugly. If you want to keep it cute, don't stir it all the way.
I own a milk frother. Maybe I should like rinse this if it's like dusty or something. I own a milk frother, and I don't think I've ever made like a proper latte. That's kind of sad, isn't it? Never in my life. I've used this to like mix things before, which is kind of fun. Or like I've attempted to use it to like whip cream, which didn't work very well. So today I've been inspired to do so. We're gonna make a chai latte, and it's gonna be so good. We're gonna use this barley milk. Never had barley milk either. It's a day of firsts. So let's do it, you know? I'm gonna try to measure things properly. Allegedly, I need half a cup of water. And I need 3/4 cups of milk. And I'm gonna put it in this cute little tiny little pot. Whoa, smells interesting. It's pretty gray. Whoa. Whoa. It's so different, but I like it. It's just, I didn't expect it. Oh, there's like coconut cream in here too. Oh, okay. A little bit of coconut cream in here to like, you know, make it thicker and stuff. Okay. We're gonna make this very concentrated chai amount. And I also forgot that I wanted to put some like spices in here. So
here we go. Let's put some cinnamon in there. I have this Saigon cinnamon, which I still don't know what that means. I got it for Christmas in my stocking. Thanks, Mom. I'm also gonna put some pumpkin pie spice in here. I don't know, I'm just trying to spruce up the packet tea, right? Oh, that smells good. So it's boiling. What do I do now? Just turn it off, I think. I think I just boil it, right? Don't I just boil it? And then, can I froth it in here? You could do that, right? I'm gonna froth it in here. Look at that. Spicy milk. I'm scared though. How do I know it's done? They say it's supposed to like stick to the sides. It's sticking to the sides, so is that good? I don't know, I don't really get froth milk, I'm gonna be honest. It's like soapy milk. That's what it reminds me of. But look at this adorable little ceramic thing that I got one time. My mom got me. I don't know if that's what this is for, but I'm gonna say that it is, so. Did I do too much? Okay. I have no idea what I've done today. I don't think I did this right at all. I don't think I did this right. It's literally soap. It's fun though. It's fun. We can pretend this is whipped cream, which I wish it was. Look at that. Soap latte. Probably gonna be so good though. So good. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, check that out. Look at that. Yep, yep. That's good. Hey, that tastes like a chai latte. Honestly, I think I did a decent job. That was fun. Black sesame milk. I've never had black sesame milk before. It's actually black sesame almond milk, but still. It's good. I feel like this is kind of watery though. But the flavor is good. Love the nuttiness. You know, earthy, nutty. Love those things. I felt like making black sesame matcha. I realized the matcha that I had before was not ceremonial grade, and I feel like I've been cheated. I've been lied to. So now I got some ceremonial grade from Thrive Market. The smallest amount of water. Oh yeah, look at how bright that is. Wow. I used to just shake up matcha and that always worked fine for me. But feel free to let me know if that somehow disrupts the flavors or something in there, you know? But as far as just like mixing it up, I mean, I know the whisk, you know, the bamboo whisk, whatever, is the best way. But guess what? I don't have one. What an earthy beverage. Wow. Wow, I'm going to add a little bit of sweetener. I'm gonna add date syrup. Black sesame matcha date beverage. A flavor combination I've certainly never tried before. It's very good. I like it. I really like it with the extra sweetener in there, but it's definitely the earthiest creamy beverage I've ever had. I'm gonna make a matcha walnut latte. Matcha latte with walnut milk. Now, I've still never tried the walnut milk on its own. Hold on. What? That is walnuts. I've never tasted a milk that was so aggressively what it is. Or I probably have. I just woke up. I don't know. Matcha. Maybe I should have put the date syrup in after I mixed the matcha. I want to really taste the walnuttiness. Walnuttiness, you know? Nice. Whoa, it's very walnutty, very matcha-y. It's not very sweet at all still. Wow, I like how it's still so green. Ceremonial matcha, man.
So obviously I had to make nice cream during this video, banana ice cream, nice cream, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, very, very stereotypically vegan food. If you've never made nice cream, I don't think you're able to call yourself a vegan. I'm gonna be completely honest here. You gotta do it now, or who knows what will happen. I will come to your house and take away your vegan card. But I didn't want to just make nice cream and like put it in a bowl, because first of all, I never do that, and second of all, that's just like boring. So I was like trying to find fun ways to work in nice cream into something new and innovative, you know? So anyways, here's the first example of that.
So this guy that I follow on Instagram made a banana matcha float with matcha, oat milk, and like a matcha latte, like a float, like a root beer float, but with like nice cream and matcha instead of root beer and ice cream. And not that that's like a stereotypical vegan thing to have. Obviously, I've never seen anyone do that before. Honestly, so innovative. Anyways, I saw that and I was like, that feels vegan. You know, some of the main things that you guys said in my little poll was bananas and banana ice cream, and matcha was also a big one. Alternative caffeines. Not that tea is like an alternative to coffee, but in American culture it is. You know what I mean? Hey, I love tea, okay? I'm a tea person, but it's just like in American culture, you know? Is it weird to put ice though? So you don't usually put ice in a root beer float, do you? Or do you? Do you? Or do you? Okay, let's see how much I have. I'm gonna make a big one because I'm tired today. I want it to be really matcha-y and really banana-y because that sounds like so fun. Proper lid this time. I'm so excited. I've never tried anything like this before. Ice and milk. Matcha. And then banana. Oh, it's already kind of like melted. Not melted, but it's fine. Okay. Matcha. I mean, banana. That's so fun. Oh my god. My swirly is not very swirly. I don't know, I'm trying to like make it have a point. Sure. The point is honestly kind of freaking me out. Wow. I've never thought of doing something like this. I got like straight matcha. I need to mix it up. Yeah, I can mix the matcha with the banana on the top only and just get like some matcha banana. That's really good together. I never thought about matcha and banana. I'm so glad I tried this. Ooh, yummy, 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 yummy. That's so fun. The banana parts, that just makes me want to make like nice cream, but like matcha flavored. Just put some matcha powder in there. Ooh, that's good. It's because like banana on its own is just so like sweet, you know, and fruity, and adding the matcha like helps to like tone it down.
Okay, so this is me showing my like coffee creamer ice cube hack that I mentioned in a previous video. I said that sometimes I don't finish a whole like carton of coffee creamer and I will like freeze the rest of it in an ice cube tray to use for later. So right now I just made a big batch of coffee and it's gonna be cold already for the next few days because it'll be in the fridge. But right after I made it, obviously it's still warm, but I want some coffee. So I put some creamer cubes in there first so it cools it down. And then I can add more regular ice and then some milk if I want because I like a creamy coffee. Anyways, so that's just a little thing that I like to do.
Hello. I would like to make a strawberry matcha beverage right now. I've been thinking about it. That's why I got these freeze-dried strawberries and also some ceremonial grade matcha to make a little strawberry matcha drink with oat milk. I have some agave. I want to like sweeten it with something. I don't know. I have agave right now because of my last video. I kind of feel like agave is like kind of fruity. So like strawberries. Anyways, okay, let's go. This is my caffeine beverage of the day. Gotta have a little fun little beverage every day. Maybe not every day, but most days. I want to make sure that matcha is strong and vibrant. And yeah, I'm still shaking it up in a jar. One day I will get a matcha whisk and bowl. But honestly, even when I get one of those, I'm sure I'll still do this sometimes when I'm lazy. 1 teaspoon of matcha, some water, a little more water. I've never used freeze-dried strawberries before, so I'm very excited, but I also don't really know. I'm just gonna put a handful in this jar. Oh, they're so beautiful. I didn't know if I would have to steep them in water, so I was like, I don't want to dilute the drink, but I did see someone putting them directly into milk online, so I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna put some, oh, I love freezer. I love the texture of them. I love the smell of them. I don't really know what I'm doing, but you know, I guess I could also put some strawberry jam, mix that in. Should I do that? Still going through this giant Costco strawberry spread. Should've done this first though. Let me think. There's so many components to this beverage now. Yeah, because I could sweeten it with agave, but like if I put this jam in there, that will sweeten it and also add some more strawberries. So, jam. I don't know if I should mix it into water or milk. I'll mix it into milk. Okay, I'm gonna shake the jam in the milk and see if it mixes together. Seems like it's doing something. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is delicious. Tastes like strawberry milk. I could have put more. I put a little more, I guess, in there. This is good knowledge because now I know that I can make a really good strawberry milk mixture with just jam and milk and a jar and a lid to the jar and some shakage. Should I get another cup to make this beautiful or should I just not? No. Looks aren't everything. Very exciting. All right, we have some strawberry milk. Ice. More strawberry milk. Oh god. I thought it would mix it better. Strawberry milk and matcha. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. Oh god, the top of it. Oh no. See, that's why I need a matcha whisk. Anyways, well, quite fun indeed. Okay. That's a lot of matcha. I put a lot of matcha. I see this now. I want to make sure that matcha is strong and vibrant. I mean, it does taste like strawberry matcha. I'm gonna get a little bit more milk out of this jar. Milk. Okay, that looks prettier. A little bit of extra milk helped. I will do it again, but more jam. Honestly, I could take more jam. The jam was such a good idea. I can't believe I didn't think of that before. So, ever since I made that banana matcha float, I've just my life is a little bit changed. I loved it so much and I really want to make it again. But I thought, because I haven't had any coffee yet this week, and I was thinking of like ways I could make coffee more vegan, you know? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but this is just for fun. I was like, something about like a banana coffee would be fun. I was thinking of doing something with like banana milk or whatever, but I don't really know how I would do that. So anyways, what I really want to do is just make another float, and I want to make a coffee banana float, but I also want to add some more vegan buzzwords in there, such as cacao and peanut butter. So I was gonna make the ice cream part peanut butter chocolate with cacao powder. Actually, just kidding, I don't have cacao powder. It will be cocoa powder. I forgot. But I do have cacao nibs. I could blend those in a little bit. I think that'd be good. People hate cacao nibs, okay, I know. They're not very good, like, on their own. And they definitely do not compare to chocolate chips, which I feel like people did try to compare them to. But they're good blended into things, I swear. Something that's already sweet and creamy and good. Anyways, okay, let's make a chocolate peanut butter banana coffee float. I'm gonna say cacao, because I still don't know the difference between cocoa powder and cacao powder. I'm going to put this in the freezer for now. Okay, and now prepare the nice creme. They're broken up into pretty small pieces. I tried to because I knew I was going to be making ice cream. I'm just going to put in a little bit of milk. This is full-fat oat milk. You want the least bit of milk possible for blending. You just need to blend it. You just need to be able to blend it. Okay, that's probably good. Peanut butter. I'm gonna put 2. Okay, I like chocolate. I like dark chocolate. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. For sure, some salt is going in there. Okay, because chocolate salt. Cacao nibs. Yes. Just gonna sprinkle some in there. Slowly going. It's slowly going. Oh, it looks so good. I hope it's not way too chocolatey. Way too cocoa powdery. I'm gonna try a bit. Oh wow.
That looks pretty dang good. I'm so excited. This is gonna be so fun. Hopefully my coffee is coffee enough. And then we get to put the chocolate ice cream on the top of the drink. Oh shit, okay. This really is like ice cream, like it's so, oh, okay. Don't worry, I'm right on top of my... I'm right on top of the blender. Oh my god. Wow, wow, that is so fun. I really made a mess. Look at that though, it's so fun though. Just had a little too much liquid in there. Don't worry, I didn't even spill that much. It mostly spilled into my friggin' blender. This is the greatest. Thank you, Logan's Food. You've given me ideas. How did I overfill it so much? I can't. Clearly I do not have what it takes to be a home cafe channel. Not yet, at least. Please, everybody make these banana ice cream float drinks, please. Okay, now I'm stirring it in. Yeah. And yes, you could just make a smoothie out of this, but this is more fun. I don't know. It just is, okay? I forgot about the friggin' cacao chips. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. I didn't blend them up well enough that you really have to crunch on them. But so if you're someone who likes to crunch on stuff, like you like to crunch on chocolate chips and ice cream or whatever, I don't. So I'm not a huge fan of it. This is delicious. Cheers.
Something that I had been thinking about ever since I thought about it first was making boba, except instead of tea, it's a milkshake, and instead of boba, it's balls of cookie dough, or like cookie balls. I don't know. Something like that. I thought about it one day, and then it just kept coming back to me, and I was like, I have to make this for a video. I don't know really what I'm doing at all, but it's gonna happen, and there's no way it wouldn't taste good, obviously, but the physics of it all, you know, have to be worked out.
It smells so good, but non-surprisingly, they did get bigger. They're so cute though. They might still be okay, or at least like most of them, some of them. Alright. Second batch, smaller batch, done. They got, honestly, they got a little bit crispy. Like they're low-key crunchy. Can you hear that? Oh, there you go, there's the sounds. Okay, that's already like a decent amount. I'm gonna want at least twice that much. So hopefully this will be enough, because I don't want to make more. It's annoying to make more. These chocolate chips are too big for putting like in the cookie dough balls, you know? So I'm just gonna put them in with the cookies, so you get some chocolate chips in the straw too. Well, that's fun. Please focus on them. This still isn't even that much. You know what? Okay. Cookie dough boba. It's not boba at all, but it is balls of cookie dough. And now I need to make a milkshake. This was the only like vanilla ice cream or plain ice cream I could find. And then I realized that I feel like I never see plain flavored vanilla flavored ice cream, or if anything just like the coconut one, which coconut is like one of my least favorite milks, you know. I never make milkshakes, so I don't really know how much, you know. And then full fat milk, extra creamy oat milk. Okay. I think it's way too thick, probably. Oh yes. Shit. Alright, I am gonna put a little bit more ice cream, more milk, cookie dough, milkshake. Yeah, well, you can see it, so that's good. You can't tell what's going on, but you can see. I probably should have put a little more cookies, I mean. Wow. I got a cookie. Oh my god, this is so good. It's so oat. 2 cookies. This is amazing. Wow, so good. I think the big ones are not coming up. But yeah, a lot of them are not coming up, so definitely I would recommend making small ones. Yeah, I drank most of the milkshake and it's just a bunch of cookie dough balls. But not that that's a problem, obviously, but it's just I know now. Anyways, it was a success in some ways. And maybe not in other ways, but that's okay. Okay, so any of you guys who watched my week of eating only stereotypical vegan foods videos, you will know that I made an amazing matcha banana float beverage and I loved it, and then I also made a coffee float type thing. So now I want to make the matcha drink again, but I want to make it with strawberry banana ice cream. What fun to collaborate, to combine the two amazing beverages and make something new. It's good to make 2 servings of this or more at a time because it's harder to blend if you don't have very much in there, you know? When you're trying to do like really thick smoothie, like ice cream, okay? I was making a bag of frozen strawberries, but instead I just have the cherry berry blend that I'm gonna pick the strawberries out of. That's okay. It's possible that this might be too much, but you know. Okay, milk, putting the least amount possible. Really gonna need the plunger on this one. No, not plunger. What is it called? What is this called? I'm not sure. It's not as like smooth as I wanted, but it's kind of cute how you can see the like speckles of strawberry, you know? Okay, I think that's good. Now, okay. Quite exciting. Oh my gosh, that's so cute looking. I might end up adding more milk. It looks weird with not enough like liquid in there. Okay. Alright, so I did my best. That's very interesting, very interesting. I love the vividness of the colors, especially the green and the white together. That looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's try it. I'm gonna try to get some, okay, it's pretty full. Trying to get some of the ice cream. It needs more fruit, but it's really good. And then kind of eat the fruit with the matcha. Unfortunately, this one's not gonna look as cute when you stir it in at all, but it's very fun. Next time I wanna make a chocolate banana matcha one. I think that might be even better. I'm gonna try it with a little bit of agave for sweetener. The banana one, because it was just like super ripe banana, it was really sweet. Like it definitely didn't need any sweetener. But because strawberries aren't as sweet, you know, it might be better. Yeah, it's so ugly now. But that's, you know, that's strawberry matcha. It's just red and green. They're not really colors that should be mixed together, but the flavors are quite yummy together. It's very cute before you mix it. That's the fun of it. It's like a journey of events, you know? That's better. So, for some reason, I want like refreshing things. Maybe it's like the fact that like summer's ending and I need to like get that last bit of like refreshingness, you know? So I'm going to make an easy little matcha lemonade or like matcha lemon drink. I don't know. I've had matcha lemonade a lot where I just literally pour some matcha into some lemonade and that's quite delicious and amazing. But I've never like put fresh lemon in the matcha, you know what I mean? If it's not so much a lemonade, it would just be like a refreshing lemon matcha beverage and I want to have that, sour. Yes. So first of all, some water. I have a half of a lemon here that's left over. Okay, matcha. And then we're just gonna froth it. Just go for it, you know? Half of a lemon. And then I'm just gonna add some agave. Agave, simple little sweetener, you know?
Okay, I could take more lemon. But that is nice. That's a nice little lemon beverage. More lemon. More sweet. I love milk matcha. That sounds weird. Matcha latte or like creamy matcha beverages. But almost as much I love lemon matcha. Look at how green. Ooh, so good. So good.
A lot of the time, my eyes are bigger than my stomach in the morning. Like, I'm not ready to eat that much, but I pour myself like a big bowl of cereal or a big bowl of oatmeal or whatever, and then I just like start feeling sick as I'm eating it. You ever do that? So I had some extra cereal milk and I just was not feeling it. So I don't know if it's gross, but it's just for me, so I don't think it's gross. I strained my cereal milk. Well, I strained the cereal out of my cereal milk, and I wanted to make a matcha latte out of it because I thought, wouldn't that just be so pretty and fun to have a nice little blueberry cereal milk matcha latte? But I added a little bit of extra milk to, like, plain milk also, because I didn't know if I quite had enough cereal milk. But yeah, look at that, so pretty, the color combination. Could there be a little bit of like backwash in there? Maybe. But it's just for me. So, and then you stir it together and you get this weird little gray-green color, which is kind of fun. But yeah, it was quite delicious. And then here I'm making something that I've been thinking about for a while, but wasn't sure how to go about it or also if it was a good idea or not. It is a pumpkin spice matcha beverage. Pumpkin spice matcha latte. I thought about doing it with like a homemade pumpkin spice sauce or pumpkin spice syrup. I made one last year and made some coffee drinks out of it. That was fun. But then I have this pumpkin spice nog that I don't love, but I still want to like find ways to use it. It's not bad. It's just like I don't enjoy drinking it on its own. So I was like, maybe it'd be fun to make a matcha with it as the milk. And if it fails, then at least I tried to use this product that I don't love, you know? But then again, I'm pairing it with matcha, high quality matcha that is very precious to me. But anyways, it ended up actually being quite good. Like, not gonna lie, I would make this again. I would also experiment with other pumpkin spice matchas. I mean, it makes sense. Matcha is just a tea after all. I think it's misleading because it's green, so it makes you think different things about it. I thought it'd be cute before you mix it and then ugly after you mix it, but no, I was actually totally wrong. I think it's ugly before you mix it. It's a weird combination of colors. I didn't realize how yellow this nog stuff is, but then once you mix it, it's this nice earthy green that I actually really like. But anyways, yeah, I would recommend this beverage to you. Not necessarily like this specific version. I mean, it's good, but pumpkin spice matcha, it's not bad. Now it's making me think of like a chai matcha blend. That'd be fun. Anyways, right now, I am utilizing some cinnamon creamer that I froze as ice cubes because it was going bad before I could finish it. Love iced coffee. I almost always prefer iced coffee. So I always make like 3 to 4 servings of coffee in my French press and then I let it cool down and put it in the fridge for the next few days, you know? But sometimes I just want it immediately. I don't want to wait for it to cool down. So right now I'm using my creamer ice cubes to cool down the coffee, while also the coffee thaws my creamer ice cubes and it melts together and it makes it amazing. But anyways, this is a cinnamon creamer that I froze. So I was like, why don't I expand upon that and make like a fall spiced coffee, you know, basically a pumpkin spice latte, but no pumpkin at all. Just the spices of the pumpkin spice, you know? It wasn't melting as quick as I wanted it to. So I used my hand frother, electric frother, whatever that's called, in there, and that helped it mix together. It also helps the spices mix in there. I have to remind myself to not say seasonings because that's very unappetizing when you're talking about like a coffee. You don't, well, I'm sure some people season their coffee. I'm sure they do, and no judgment to that. I would love to try it. Would I like it? Probably not, but I would try it. Like a spicy coffee? I don't know. Okay, so then I also put some maple syrup in there, and here I am retrieving some peppermint extract that I got to make chocolate peppermint things for the holidays. But mainly I wanted to make a chocolate peppermint coffee, and yes, so first I am microwaving some water so that it's hot so that I can mix in my cocoa powder. And I would just say use the least amount of water that you possibly can to mix in the cocoa powder. Like I honestly could have used less than this, but it ended up being like fine. But I use like a strong coffee, so just keep that in mind, I guess. But yes, I mix it into my water, so then I have just a chocolate liquid, you know. I also added my agave in there and some peppermint extract. I don't know how much peppermint extract I used. Maybe like a half teaspoon or something. I just did a little pour. I was too scared to put too much. It ended up being the perfect amount. Just a little hint of mint, you know, in there. A little bit of refreshing flavor. Another thing that I know a lot of people hate is chocolate mint. I don't get it. I think it's a perfect combination of flavors. But it's fine. I understand. But like I don't get it, you know. But anyways, I added my coffee in there, and then I added my ice cubes, also some oat milk, and this was absolutely delicious and just so pleasant on this day. I'm finally making what someone suggested for me to do in a comment in a recent video, which was to make a pumpkin spice latte with my pumpkin spice spread. And so here I am doing that. I'm again microwaving some water so that it's hot so I can mix in my pumpkin spice spread. It's like a jelly, so I didn't really want to just like mix that straight into the drink. I realize now that I probably could have just used the hand frother to do that, but at the same time I had broke it before this day. I didn't actually break it, I fixed it, but I thought it was broken at this day. So at this day it was broken to me, you know, essentially. So yes, I'm mixing in some pumpkin spice spread, which actually also has apple in it, so it's like an apple butter with some pumpkin and spices, whatever. Mixing it into the water. I added my seasonings into the water. I also added ginger this time for more of a gingerbready kind of thing, you know. We're crossing into Christmas territory now, and yeah, mixing it together, but it's not gonna mix without the frother. But I don't have the frother, so I gotta shake it. So I put a towel over it because I didn't know how well this jar sealed, you know. It actually sealed fine though. I really don't need to tell you all this information, but yeah, so I have my little pumpkin spice juice right there, and I took a big whiff of it, and it just so much ginger right into my nostrils. So that's what that base is, and then I'm mixing my coffee in there, and then I am putting my ice in there, and then I put my milk in there, and it's just so... I made one for my roommate also, and she said it tastes like gingerbread. Honestly, I can't really taste the pumpkin in there, but I feel like usually you can't really taste the pumpkin too much in like a pumpkin spice latte, you know. It's more about the spices. Maybe there's just a slight fruitiness or vegetalness to it. I don't know, what would you consider pumpkin, fruity or vegetal? Because it doesn't really, you know, it is a fruit, right? More than a vegetable, or is it? But it's not, it's not fruity, you know. Anyways, I just think it's so fun. It's so important to have your little drinky drink, you know? It's so important to have that in life. I have this teeny bit of Costco strawberry jam spread that is so good. There's really not that much in here, but not that long ago on my channel I realized that if you shake milk with strawberry jam, it just tastes like a really good strawberry milk. Also, if you mix tea, like green tea with this, it makes like a nice like strawberry green tea. But you have to like shake it or use a frother or something to where like you can really get all of it from all over. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do something with this. Some sort of beverage. I've been deciding between making a tea beverage or a coffee beverage, but on this day that I filmed this, I just felt like having coffee. So I was like, let's try to make some sort of like strawberry milk latte, you know? And I also had these freeze-dried strawberry slices that I wanted to use. They're not expiring, but they're like getting softer, you know? Like they don't have the crunch that they used to have. So I just feel like I should use them. My idea was to use agave syrup as like a glue to place the strawberry slices like around the cup in like a cute way, but number one, agave is not as sticky as I thought it was, and also I should have used a cup where I could actually stick my hand in there and like place them better. I didn't realize how narrow the mouth of this cup is, or jar. I just ended up giving up, and there's just like a pile of strawberry slices on the bottom, but it still is fun. I don't know. And then I put the ice in there to help them stay sort of up. Then I poured my milk into the jar to shake it up, mix it up. And that got a good amount of it mixed in, but this jar has been like sitting in the fridge for so long like that it was pretty stuck on the side, so I used the spatula to get it down. Also, this jam is like kind of chunky, you know, there's like bits of fruit in there, so it's not all gonna mix in, but I think that's fine. Anyways, I also used a milk frother to help mix it together also, and also froth the milk, which is kind of fun. And then I'm just pouring it in, and a lot of the strawberries kind of disappear in there, but that's okay. And then I poured in my coffee. This is just pre-made coffee. I make coffee every few days and just keep it in the fridge for iced coffee. It looks like a Christmas beverage, you know? It looks like some sort of like candy cane chocolate milk thing that I made, but no, it's a strawberry milk latte. And then I put in some more milk and stirred it around. There wasn't, you know, that's one thing about froth milk, you got less room in your cup to put all your shit in there. So I probably should have just used a bigger cup, but that's okay. It was really, really good. I really liked it. The strawberry flavor was not super strong, but that's kind of good because I don't know if I would want it super strong anyways, you know? It just gives this like fruitiness to the coffee that I liked. And also using jam or jelly or whatever obviously sweetens it more. I got an oat creamer. I really wanted to try this brown sugar oat creamer because I always wanted to try different flavored creamers, and I would love to make a boba with it. You know, black tea boba sounds good. I've never had a brown sugar flavored creamer before. All right, so the boba kit. I actually thought that it came with like a milk tea too, so I was really surprised that it was vegan and I was really excited about it. But no, all it comes with is the actual boba in like little packets, and it comes with paper straws. And at first I was like, that's so silly, like why would they put straws in it? Like people would just use their own straws. But then I realized it's because you need specifically boba straws, and not everyone has those. So then I get it now. Like that doesn't seem like that much boba, but I guess we'll see. It's not even like a striped paper straw, come on. It's not even like a cute one. Carefully cut open corner of pouch, place pouch upright in a microwave safe cup. Heat on high power for 45 seconds or until contents are heated through. I don't really know how big of a corner you're supposed to cut. I only cut a little, and I'm gonna put it in this cup. Add ice and milk or your beverage of choice. I made tea for this that I'm like cooling down now, so yeah, it seems like a lot of syrup, and I feel like the bobas might be kind of small. Look at all that liquid. So we pour this into the cup. And they are quite small bobas, actually. Oh, you know what? I just realized I was planning on using the brown sugar creamer for this, but since it's got its own like brown sugar syrup, it'd probably be way too sweet if I added that too, right? Like I was thinking brown sugar creamer would be perfect for brown sugar boba, but this might be already really sweet. So I'm gonna use a little. I'll use a little creamer. I have some tea. It's just in here because I was cooling it down. I tried to make it really concentrated so that it wouldn't get watered down. So I'm gonna pour it in my best that I can. And let's put all the tea. Let's put all the tea in there. And then some creamer, just a little. Then some oat milk. For the authentic Trader Joe's boba kit experience, I have to use their paper straw. Oh my god, their paper straw doesn't even have a point. Isn't that the point? You need the point it helps you like get the bobas in the corners. And the straw is just long enough. And I'm gonna stir it together. Hopefully it's not disgustingly sweet. This looks super good. I'm very excited. I mean, it's a decent amount of boba, I guess. Like, okay, that's delicious. For me, I think the boba's like cooked perfectly. This is so good. I made it really good this time because I made really strong black tea in the French press. It was like a cup of tea leaves to 3 cups of water. That sounds insane, doesn't it? But that's what it was. Because you dilute it with so much, like with ice and milk and stuff. And it's not too sweet. This is like perfect for me. I talked a little bit about the Trader Joe's Consumer Choice Awards thing that they did online and how I wanted to buy all the vegan things from it. The best beverage or whatever was a sparkling apple juice. They had so many different sparkling drinks there. I couldn't find the apple one, so I
was looking for something else. Oh, is it bad that I already had coffee and tea today for me to have a white tea now? I couldn't read anywhere on it if it has caffeine or not. Hey Google, does white tea have caffeine?
On the website garfieldmedicalcenter.com, they say white tea. This type of tea has the least amount of caffeine out of all teas with only 15 to 30 milligrams per 8-ounce serving.
All right, I'm gonna have it then. But yeah, this is white tea with pomegranate juice. The packaging is just so nice. I really like it. They had like a black tea one with some other kind of fruit in it that I was tempted to get, but I decided to get the white tea one because I usually like to have sparkling beverages in the evening time, and so I thought like the one with least caffeine, you know. For someone who scrapbooks, I would save this packaging because it's like very beautiful. Oh, it's even cuter inside. That's so cute. 0 added sugars, which is also kind of why I wanted to get it. Some of their other soda things had a little bit of added sugar to them. I was about to get one, but then I was like, well, it's not that interesting of like a taste test, because like, okay, obviously like a sparkling fruit juice with added sugar is gonna be good, you know? So I thought this one would be more interesting to give an opinion on. It only has 5% juice. Yeah, so I don't know if it's gonna have much sweetness at all. Oh, it smells so good. I mean, I like it. I'm very biased because anything sparkling I just like, but I feel like I like every sparkling thing, even if it's bad. But no, this is pretty good. I think the tea is good. The tea part of it is good. I don't taste any pomegranate though, I feel like it just tastes like a sparkling tea with the added slight fruitiness and slight sweetness.
Brown sugar syrup, DIY style. I've either never made this before or I have and I don't remember anything from it, so it might as well be the first time. All you do is you dissolve equal parts brown sugar into water over a little bit of heat and then turn it off and let it cool down and then put it into whatever vessel of your choice. And I was making this because I've been making some sort of Starbucks copycat cinnamon brown sugar latte, whatever it's called, at home, and I wanted to make it more efficient by making my own syrup. It's one of those things where it's like the first time you make it yourself, you're like, really? I could have just done this myself this whole time. It's so easy.
Okay, so we're gonna make a brown sugar shaken oat milk latte. Not espresso, because I don't have espresso, but I make strong-ish coffee in the French press, and then I use that for making little drinks and stuff. And I also have my brown sugar syrup. You can just ignore the label. You know, it came out kind of liquidier than I thought it would be, and I hope that that's okay. Like, I wonder if I should have put less water. I don't really know, but whatever. It should be fine. I used to, when I would want to make like a brown sugar sweetened drink, I would just microwave a very small amount of water and then mix it with some brown sugar, just like swirl it around until it dissolves and then make the drink on top of that. But if you actually like that kind of drink, then it makes a lot more sense to just make the syrup, you know? I'm just making a little drink right now because I'm gonna get boba later. So more sweet caffeine. Some coffee in there. And then cinnamon. I would put a lot of cinnamon unless you're someone who doesn't really like cinnamon, but if you don't like cinnamon, then I don't know why you would want to make this drink. And shake it up. And obviously you can do it in a shaker, which would be probably better, but I'm not getting another thing dirty, you know? So cinnamon, brown sugar, coffee. I'm gonna do a splash of this whole fat milk. It's for more creamy. It's not oat milk. It's a blend. Oh, it's oat milk and plant-based blend. So it's like oat milk based, but then there's coconut milk and some soy in there. So we got the oat milk and then we got the oat milk. Woo! Yes. Yes. And I hope that wasn't too much milk. Yeah. Okay. Beverage. You can like see the brown sugar speckles maybe? I mean, I can, but I don't know if you can.
And now I'm making some tea. I'm making some green tea and I'm doing 2 tea bags to a cup of water because I like strong green tea and I'm mixing it with other things. I have this giant ice cube of blended pineapple because in a previous video, all my videos are connected, you know, that's the lore of this channel. In a previous video, not the last video, but a previous video, okay, I blended some leftover, I blended some pineapple that was freezer burnt, and then I put it in ice cube so that it'd be more readily available to me to use and use it up, make use of it, you know? So what I wanted to do was I wanted like a little fun fruity green tea drink, and I thought if I mix the hot green tea with this ice cube, then the pineapple would quickly melt into the green tea while also cooling the green tea, and I would have a pineapple green tea. And then I added a bunch of ice, and I added a little bit of this Costco strawberry lemonade, and this was absolutely, not gonna say, it was yummy. It was tasty. It was refreshing. Okay, so now we're making some boba at home. Some DIY boba beverages. I haven't bought boba, like make at home tapioca pearls, for a while, so I definitely forgot that they take like 30 minutes to cook, which is kind of a lot for just making a little beverage at home for yourself. So, you know, I tried to make them in somewhat bulk, or meal prep, boba prep, you know? All you have to do is just boil them till they float to the top, and then you simmer them for like 20-30 minutes depending on the package, and then you let them sit for like another 10 minutes or whatever. While that's cooking, I'm making some black tea. I have some loose leaf black tea, and I make it in the French press so I can make it really strong. I make it basically the same way that I make my coffee, just like a strong little ratio of tea to water, and then look up how long it takes to steep black tea for and at what temperature, and I use my little food thermometer and I try my best to do things right. You know, that's all we're doing in this life. That's what life is about. Anyways, so then we're pouring it out, and I pour it into a big mason jar and try to let it cool down while I cook the rest of the boba. And I also put a little bit in another jar so that it would cool faster if it's like separated into two different things. And then here's the boba after they've been drained and rinsed and everything. And I'm adding some of my brown sugar syrup onto them and letting them sit in that for like 10 minutes so that they absorb the brown sugary flavor and cool down before we put them into the drinks. Today I'm just making a black milk tea boba. So I got my black tea, I'm putting the bobas into the black tea, and then of course the camera stops working before I put the milk in. So that was supposed to be that was like the most important shot, right? That's like the most fun thing to see happen, and I didn't get it. So that's really something to sit with myself about. And did I put sweetener? I probably put some of the brown sugar syrup in the drink as well. So this is like a brown sugar black milk tea boba. Oh, there you go, there's the syrup. And it's so good like this if you make really strong tea. And then I probably use some of my like full fat milk, the no cow, what the frick is it called? Wonder milk, that's what it's called. And then also a little bit of soy milk. And then I'm just putting all the leftover boba into this big ice cube tray and freezing them so I can just microwave them to use them in drinks. And I'd never done this before, so I didn't know if it would work. But you'll just see. Okay, now we're having those boba cubes. I'm happy to say that this works out amazing. I love this little hack method, whatever you want to call it. I literally just got the idea because the frozen boba packs have been so popular lately. There's just a lot of plastic involved, and also they give you paper straws, which like, okay, I'm glad they're paper, but like I already have boba straws, so I don't need them. And here I'm making a strawberry milk tea. Strawberry milk tea. Basically, you just put some strawberry jam in a jar or a cup with lid with some milk in there, shake it up, and then you get strawberry milk. Then I mix that with some black tea. And I don't know why the black tea looks like that after it's in the fridge, but I mean, it tastes fine. So if anyone who knows like science and whatnot wants to tell me, I would appreciate it. So anyways, I was really happy to find out a way to make boba at home in bulk. You just microwave it for like a minute in a microwave safe mug and then let it cool off before you put it in your drink. Or if you don't care, just put it straight in your drink. Basically, I just wanted to have a little sweet carbonated beverage. It's getting hot now, so I wanted to have something a little refreshing. So I had some ginger ale Zevia on top of some Costco strawberry lemonade. That Costco strawberry lemonade, it's so good. But it's very, very sweet, tastes like candy. So I love to mix it with something like some green tea or just straight up water. And it's really good and also stretches it because, you know, money is groceries, prices and expensive and saving and can't do it. And now I'm making some coffee. I'm just showing how I've been making my coffee lately, and I'll try to put the ratio on the screen, methinks, or in the description, not sure. And I have 4 little mason jars because I'm trying to start like portioning the coffee so that I don't have to worry about it like each day, you know? Oh yeah, and so it cools faster, and I got another mason jar out because I realized I needed more space. But yeah, so, and I make a strong brew in the French press so I can have several servings of iced coffee for the next few days. This is my announcement to everyone that I got new glasses. No longer a mason jar girly, except I totally am. I'm still using mason jars regularly, but I just wanted one little set of some glasses that weren't mason jars in case I wanted an extra aesthetic little drinkity drink. I don't know. I just wanted some glasses, okay? But I didn't want to buy them because I was like, I don't need them. I don't need to buy them. I don't need them. So I was like, one day, I just took it slow, you know, didn't force it. I knew I would find them at the thrift. I knew I would, and I did. And it was a set of 4 for $1. It was actually for $2, but then they were on sale half off, so it was $1 for 4 glasses, and I love them. I also have matching half size, cocktail size, I don't know, whatever it's called, like the shorter version. I also have those too from a different thrift, so I'm on the lookout, baby. I've been making brown sugar syrup for coffee a lot lately, trying to save money and not buy like Torani syrup or use maple syrup or agave or anything like that to sweeten my coffee, you know. So yeah, super easy. All you do is just dissolve equal parts sugar into water. Basically simple syrup, but just with brown sugar. I just like brown sugar in coffee. It's really good. I've been using this old Torani bottle and keep refilling it with my own syrup because it's a good bottle. But I wanted to get the label off because I feel like it's confusing. I feel like it's misleading in my videos. I'm always showing me using this Torani bottle, but the liquid in there is like brown. So I wonder if anyone's like ever wondered like, why is her Torani syrup brown? They're not supposed to be that color. So anyways, I just saw a TikTok of a guy saying that you could use Windex or window cleaner to take off labels on a plastic container. So I tried that and it definitely didn't work for me. But to be fair, he was talking about price tags, and this is not a price tag, but now I'm thinking of Jessie J. But anyways, it didn't work for me. And so I went back to my method. I mean, the paper part came off with the Windex because that comes off easily. But then there's all this residue left. And for me, the only way that I found to really get that off when you have a lot of residue really stuck on there is nail polish remover. And not the natural kind. I have very like cheapy brand nail polish remover just for this purpose. And I just really scrub it all over there. If you still have even more after that, maybe coconut oil, maybe use a credit card to really scrape it off. I feel like really the only way that I've found is just like really just going at it, and it's annoying and it's tedious, and honestly, is it worth it? I could probably thrift some sort of like bottle for syrup better than this. I'll look out for it. Next time at the thrift store, I'll look for a syrup bottle, but for now, I have this, and it came off pretty well. There's still like a slight tiny bit of stickiness left. Okay, so I'm having some of these cinnamon crunch squares. I still love them, delicious by the first bite, like what a rush of nostalgia, but also so freaking sweet, like so disgustingly sweet. It's crazy. It was good that they were very sweet because my idea for them was to make a cereal milk latte from the cereal milk from the cereal. You know, I have an iced coffee almost every day, so I like to work in the theme to my coffee somehow. So I was like, how do I work coffee into this childhood theme? Because like children shouldn't be having coffee, and I didn't have coffee as a child, thank God. My idea number 1 was to make cereal milk coffee. I thought this cereal would go perfectly because I love a like cinnamon sugar coffee flavor, you know, and this was absolutely delicious, amazing. I didn't even let like the cereal soak in the milk very long, you know, I just ate the cereal, so it flavored it as I was eating it, and then I left a little bit that I couldn't finish in the bowl for maybe 10 minutes or something, and then I strained it into my drink, and it was amazing. It was perfect. I didn't add any. It was already like sweet enough from all the sugar in the cereal. Would highly recommend. And then I wanted to try this matcha that I got from Grocery Outlet. Honestly, right off the bat, not very promising. I was like already regretting having faith in this right when I opened it. But yeah, I mixed in some water and frothed it up a bit to mix it in well, put my ice in and my milk, and yeah, you can definitely tell the difference. It's not bad per se, but you can definitely tell the difference. And I also added some coffee just to give it a little bit more of something. Making a strawberry milk latte. I had the idea because as a kid, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, I loved like strawberry milk and chocolate milk, like the Nesquik and whatnot. Since I bought the strawberry syrup anyways, I was like, why don't I make a strawberry milk latte for one of my coffees during the week? I also added some freeze-dried strawberries on top to make it look extra cute. It didn't come out nearly as pink as I wanted it to, but it did look more pink in real life. It was good. I liked it. Definitely a little different, you know. now. I could have done strawberry matcha. I guess that's more of a common combination, but that's also why I didn't want to do it, because I was like, everybody does that. This is like more interesting.
So now I'm going to make strawberries and cream frappuccinos, which I actually bought this syrup for and kind of regret, because when I was looking up strawberry frappuccino recipes, like copycat recipes, everyone has a different way of making it, and probably the first one that I looked up said they used a strawberry syrup. So I went and bought this, and now I changed my mind to a different recipe, and that recipe doesn't use like a strawberry syrup like this. They make like a strawberry puree, and then someone also commented on my video and said that they worked at Starbucks and they just use like a strawberry puree. So we're just gonna forget about this. I'll use it for other kinds of drinks other times. So of course I'm gonna use my favorite strawberry jam. The recipe that I'm gonna use for their strawberry syrup, they use strawberries, white grape juice, and sugar, and they like cook it together until it becomes, you know, thickens, whatever. So I was like, this is basically strawberries and sugar. So I'm just going to mix the strawberry jam with some frozen strawberries and some water just to make it more liquidy, and use that. Okay, so let's go. Because you guys know that I want to try to make recipes for things more like universal so that you can make them at home easier instead of having to go get the same like strawberry syrup or whatever. You might already have strawberry jam, you know? I'm making 2 servings. So I'm putting 4 scoops of the strawberry jam. And why do they have to be whole strawberries? I should pay attention more. But why would they, who wants whole strawberries? Okay. This is not measurable. This isn't gonna work. Why did I think that this would work? Okay, so I'm gonna just say 1, 2, I'm gonna say 6 strawberries and some water. Just a little so that it blends. Just a little. I'm gonna use this like full fat milk, so I think even if I like water it down a little bit, it should still be creamy. It'd be kind of fun to make this with different kinds of fruits now that if I have like a recipe down, you know? Oh my gosh. Okay, good. It's sweet. I think it's good. It needs to be like too sweet because it's gonna be stretched with other ingredients. So should I add more? I'll add 1 more scoop. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. I'm definitely making this like a lot different than the recipe, but you know what? This is probably gonna be better because it's like more, it's like a smoothie type thing, you know? Well, because in the recipe that I'm looking at, you know, she like cooks down the strawberries, so these are not cooked down. You know, it's fine though. It's fine. I love smoothies. I love the fresh, you know, the freshness. I have some scoops separated out for prettiness, and then I'm going to add other ingredients to this. The milk. Another cup of ice. Actually, you know what? I said it was supposed to be accessible, universal, and then I'm using xanthan gum. You know, I have it. There's probably other things that you could use that I'm not aware of. Okay, that's it. It kind of tastes like nothing, kind of tastes bland. But I mean, it is gonna mix with the other stuff. So I'm just gonna go with it, you know, I'm just gonna take my chances. I don't feel like doing anything else. Xanthan gum allegedly like does stuff that nothing else can do. Like creates the texture, the consistency that nothing else can create or something. So it's supposed to thicken it. And I mean, yeah, because basically whenever I've tried to make like icy kind of drinks, the texture never seems like good, but this looks good. It has like a good consistency, you know? They are cute though. Oh, it looks better on this side. What the heck? We got the perfect straws. I'm gonna just swirl it a bit. Swirl it a bit. Okay, there's my strawberries and cream frappuccino. Let's scar. It is very sweet when you get the other stuff. Maybe I should just mix it all in. It doesn't need the swirl. It's fine. Honestly, it's literally been so many years since I had a strawberries and cream frap. I'm just mixing it. But it feels like this is what it tasted like, maybe. This is probably better though. Strawberry preserves. They had like orange marmalade, fig jam. It was only $1.99. You can like see the chunks of strawberry in there.
So if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you will not be surprised by this, but I've been making a lot of strawberry flavored green tea beverages with my jam. I literally just mix in some jam into the tea while it's hot so it really like fuses in there, you know? And then I just pour it over ice. You can strain it if the chunks bother you, but it's so good.
I got this guava nectar. They had a bunch of this Kern's brand. Decent ingredients. And when I say ingredients, I'm not trying to be like, oh, these ingredients are bad, don't drink that, whatever. I'm more thinking about the cost. If I'm gonna buy a fruit juice, it's a better deal if I can get one that's like got more fruit in it, you know?
Okay, so I didn't mean to put all the beverages in the beginning of the video, but this is what happened. I promise you there is food in this video. So this is the main thing that I use this guava nectar for, and I would definitely buy it again just for making these little drinks. I was thinking of like a refresher kind of drink that has like tea and fruit juice in it, you know? I don't really, like, I don't order like Starbucks refreshers or whatever, so I don't really know what they taste like. I don't really know what's in them, but just like the vibes, you know? Something refreshing and like nice, sweet, hydrating little, yeah, anyways. So I shake it in the shaker with some ice and it makes it like a little bit frothy at the top of it, you know? So good. Delicious. I used 3 tea bags for 2 people to make it like a little bit extra tea flavor, you know?
They have a pretty good tea section there. Not a good coffee section. I don't even think I've ever had butterfly PT before, but I always want to try it. This was $2.99, I think. So not a crazy deal or anything. I wish to try. I don't think I've ever tried butterfly PT, and I also don't know that this is going to be like the most high quality example of it from the 99-cent store. And if you've never heard of it, it's like kind of trendy on the apps, you know, with the TikToks and the whatnot. Purpley blue, like indigo flower, like this. When you brew it, it's like purpley blue indigo, but then when you add citrus to it or acidic, anything acidic, it turns like pink. So people would like make it for all these like aesthetic drink videos. I didn't know if it was just gonna be like an herbal tea, but this one actually has some green tea in it and also Indian gooseberry, peppermint, ginger, and licorice. So I hope I'll like it because I don't love licorice flavor all the time. It smells interesting. But I want to do it with a lemon. Brewing it. It's already turning blue. It's so beautiful. Oh my god. Yeah, not even like indigo. Like honestly, it's just it's just so blue. Oh wow, you can really smell the peppermint. I'm gonna sweeten it now so that the sugar dissolves really easily. I'm gonna add a bunch of ice to this. To hopefully cool it off quickly because I don't want to wait really. I'm not confident in my abilities. Oh wow, that was more tea than I realized. Look how freaking blue that is. That's crazy. Crazy. Actually, it's not that sweet. Tastes good though. Minty green tea with some floralness to it. Ooh, I can like see it happening. You can see it happening. I could have done this a better way. Wow, so much fun. Yeah, but you can see like it's still kind of bluish in some areas. Wow, so pretty. That's good though, because it's like minty lemon. It tastes really refreshing and nice. I'm gonna put some agave because I want it to be sweeter.
Hey guys, welcome to another What I've Been Eating video. In this video, we're trying to get in the spirit of the fall season, even though it doesn't feel like it yet. I don't know, I always feel like I'm behind everyone. People start posting like Halloween stuff in August and I get scared. I get stressed. Anyways, yeah, I'm making my annual batch of pumpkin spice syrup for coffee. I always make like a pumpkin spice syrup every year in the start of the season, and I'm like, this is gonna get me into the feel of the season. And then after I make it, I'm like, this is delicious. I'm gonna make these all the time. Like, why not? And then I just like never make it again for the rest of the season. But I really do savor it while I made it that one time, you know? Except this year, it's actually a pumpkin spice brown sugar oat milk espresso. I think that's what it was. I found it on Pinterest.
It's beautiful.
I can feel it, the fall. Remove from heat. And add the vanilla extract. It smells like autumnal liquor. I'm very excited. Feeling the fall spirit. Even though it's like 95 degrees. 94 degrees. Also, it's 2:40. This is not the time for this. But you know, I like to drink coffee as like an afternoon pick-me-up sort of thing. You know what? I really didn't need that big of a jar for this. Okay, so I'm gonna make a drink with my pumpkin sauce, pumpkin spice, brown sugar sauce, and this is all the coffee I have left over. I don't feel like making more. It just might not be that strong because this isn't like an espresso or anything, but I'm okay with that because honestly, I've been a little bit scared of coffee lately. I don't know if it's good for me. I don't know if it's messing up with my sleeping. So I'm just gonna use this. If it ends up not being that coffee-ish and more of just like a pumpkin coffee milk, I'm okay with that. So, oh yeah, oat milk, some ice. I'm definitely starting to feel the fall spirit, but obviously the weather is needed. The weather change. It never really feels like fall here until like mid-October, I feel like. Cup with ice. The Pinterest person said to put a few ice cubes in here. 2 tablespoons of the sauce. It's so freaking thick. I know I've made this before, but it was a little bit different. Yes, 2 gold doubloons. Shake it up. Okay, then we pour it on. I don't know how I'm not gonna get the ice in here. Like, they're just going in there. I'm sorry. Walmart oat milk. I hate when the milk is like full and it's wet and it's slippery. Milk. Okay, that might have been too much milk. Looking back on it, I don't know. Oh, this oat milk is so good. Wish I had whipped cream right now. Oh, so good. It's like thick. See, I do really like it. I kind of wish I could strain out some of the, you know, spices so it's less like you don't notice the grittiness, the glitty. I tried to strain it, but it didn't really strain. But no, this is delicious. I am gonna make a hot pumpkin spice latte though at some point because I don't think I've ever had one. I've only ever made drinks like this, and while this is really good and I prefer iced drinks, it seems like it would be better in a hot drink, you know? But I just never want like a hot beverage when it's like 95 degrees.
So you guys know that I always like to work in fun little bevies to any kind of theme that I'm going off of, you know? I always want to find a way I can like make a themed beverage. There's a lot of coffee references in the show. A lot of characters drink coffee. Actually, it's mostly Fiona getting coffee from Gary at the Butterscotch Buttery Buns Bakery, whatever it's called.
1 coffee to go, please.
But she kind of just orders like regular iced coffee. Even there's a part where she asks Gary to give her
Frozen triple shot latte would be nice.
And when I heard that in the show, I was like, oh, I can make like a blended, like a frap kind of thing, you know? But then when I looked closer to the video, it's literally just an iced coffee. So yeah, I was like, that's kind of boring. And then like Simon and Finn make like campfire coffee or cowboy coffee.
It's a secret to cowboy coffee. So that's what cowboy tastes like.
But then I remembered that Cinnamon Bun's like gender bent counterpart in Fiona's world orders like 6 butterscotch lattes in the very beginning of the show.
Order for CB. 6 butterscotch lattes and 3 dozen cream puffs.
Oh, thank you. Gary, I know it was quite a tall order, but my grandkids just love these little coffee drinks. Just kidding. They're over me.
They don't even show them, but just like hearing about a butterscotch latte, I was like, that's interesting. I've never had that before. I don't even know if I've ever made or had any like vegan butterscotch flavored anything. Yeah, so I thought I should make a butterscotch sauce, then I can make coffees with it, and I can also use it for other things. I had some green apples dipped in it, and that was good. It was really easy to make, and it was like made out of stuff that I already have. It's super rich. Also, I don't really drink hot coffees, so I did only put it in iced coffees. Like I said, I'm not accurately recreating things from the show, just getting ideas for trying new things from the show. Anyways, it has a really good flavor. I like that it's salty, you know? I don't really know if I'd make it again, honestly, not because I didn't like it, but because if I was gonna make a sauce, I'd probably just make like a caramel sauce instead, or even like a chocolate sauce. Butterscotch is just not really my like #1 favorite flavor. It's a lot thicker now. Look at that, it's thick. I just want it to like drizzle down the sides, but like in an aesthetic way, not in an ugly way. Walmart oat milk. We love it, we love it. Careful, Emily, careful, Emily, careful, Emily, careful, Emily, careful. Oh my god. So the other day, I made a coffee drink with the butterscotch sauce that was more like fall pumpkin spice inspired. Butterscotch maple pumpkin spice lattes. So I put some of my butterscotch sauce, maple syrup, pumpkin spice, cinnamon because I like extra cinnamon, some oat milk, yum. So I was going to do like a apple cinnamon or something like that, but then I realized that I actually got this chocolate milk at grocery outlet because it was the only good oat milk they had, because they're having issues apparently, and that's really devastating for me because that was the spot to get the milks, and they're having issues apparently. That's what I heard. But anyway, so I thought we could make a chocolate peppermint beverage, but then I realized that I actually made tea instead of coffee because I forgot to buy coffee from the store. So a chocolate mint milk tea, mint chocolate milk tea, that's fun, and I've never had that before, and it honestly sounds a little weird, but I'm gonna have it. Tea. I'm a little scared. I don't know how much to put. I'm just gonna drop. And then some chocolate milk. I hope it's pretty chocolatey. Tastes like chocolate pudding. Ooh. I actually think this makes more sense than a mint chocolate coffee. Because mint tea, that's really refreshing. But do I need something refreshing right now? I'm supposed to be getting into like the winter spirit. But it's really good though. I initially bought this for my childhood eats video, and I made cereal milk coffee with this, and that was delicious. So I could even save some of my cereal milk and do that again. So while I was eating my cereal throughout the week, I never actually felt like saving the milk from it. But then the last bowl, I was like, you know, there's all these little crumbs at the end. Like, why don't I at least just try to make it with this? It can't make it worse, right? It might not taste that cereal-y, but no, it was perfect cereal milk. All you need is little crumbs at the end of the bag. And I just left it in there for like an hour in the fridge. You probably don't even need it that long, but you know, I don't know. And strained it into my coffee, and it was absolutely delicious, especially because of that cinnamon cereal, because it's like cinnamon and sugar in the bottom. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I didn't add any sweetener at first because I didn't know how sweet it was going to be already. I did end up adding a little bit of maple syrup, but it was absolutely positively perfect. Okay, and now we're moving on to the freezer stuff, starting with a bag of frozen peach scraps and pits. Very lovely. Months ago, my mom had like a bunch of peaches for some reason, and she like wanted to give me some, but they were already soft, so she was gonna cut them all up and freeze them or something. And I was like, while you're cutting them all up, why don't you save me the peels and stuff, and I'll make like a little syrup out of it. And then she did that for me, and I never made the syrup because I'm stupid. But here I'm finally making the syrup,
And I'm straining it twice just because I don't know. That seemed like something to do. And as I was straining it out, there was like some thick peach puree stuff on the strainer. I don't know. Anyways, I saved that stuff and I made some peach chia pudding with it, which was absolutely wonderful and scrumptious. But I will say I made my peach syrup overly watery. It was very good, but I definitely added too much water. I don't know why, like I added the 1-to-1 and then I added more water for some reason. Like I think I needed to cover the peach stuff, but I really didn't. Also, I think the peaches might have like let out some liquid themselves into the syrup. So it was just watered down. But I've mostly just used it for green tea, like making iced green teas, a little peach green tea. So if you just make the green tea more concentrated, then the watered down syrup doesn't hurt it so much, you know what I mean? Next time, I know that now. You gotta add less water, or cook it down at least.
I'm filming on my phone because I already packed away some of my camera stuff. Finally gonna try this soursop juice. It's been in there for so long and I'm like, why is it taking me so long to just drink a juice? But it's because I love my drinkities, you know, but I never just drink like juice. When I want to drink, it's either gonna be water, coffee, or tea. So anyways, I do have some tea. Hello? Tea? Slightly concentrated green tea here, in case I wish to make a green tea beverage with this, which I'm assuming I will. Yeah, I don't know, I have no excitement for just juice. I thought it would be like overly sweet, but it's not. It's like pleasantly. Ooh, this is gonna go so perfect with tea. It kind of reminds me of guava. I don't know if it's because of the pulp, but it kind of has like a nectar kind of vibe. Like it's like thick. It's like I'm pouring syrup, corn syrup. That's a little bit disturbing. Okay, tip. Ooh. Perfectly measured. I meant for this to happen. I actually don't see any pulp at all. Very pleasant. Very pleasant indeed. Is all the pulp like at the bottom or something? Was I supposed to shake this? Yeah. I don't know, shaking a can just feels so wrong, so I don't do it. Ooh. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Maybe not shaking it was the way, because I don't really like pulp.
Okay, so yeah, it just says it's called melon soda, but it's clearly a float.
This is the closest thing I could get to the shape of the melon float in the game. I have some club soda. I got this melon syrup from the Asian grocery store. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I mean, I'm sure I'll like it, but I don't know how much I'm gonna like it. The only like melon flavored things that I've had is Midori like liquor. I don't know, and I really like that. So, oh my god. I'm just gonna pour some in here and hope it's not too much. I never had like melon boba, melon milk tea or anything like that. I always wanted to try it, but I was scared I wouldn't like it. I'm gonna use this fun spoon, even though it's way too big for this. There's no ice in the game, but I feel like it needs ice. That's already like sweet enough. I want it to be more green. It's so weird. It's not green enough, but it's kind of like, I don't love it. So I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Should I just do 1 scoop of ice cream? Please. Ew, it looks disturbing. Aha. Okay. This is not gonna work. I can't set this on there. Ew, this looks so weird. Is this gonna work? I'd be fucking it up. No. Oh, a straw. No. This is kind of nasty. I'll be completely honest. I don't really like this at all. I don't like the flavor. I don't. This is good though. I was excited to also make like melon milk teas with it, but now I'm afraid.
We're back on the matcha game. I got some matcha. I found a brand that the girlies on TikTok, the matcha girlies on TikTok said was good. It came out to about $20 for 20 servings, which for me a serving is a teaspoon, so not so bad. Okay, I'm not as desperate with my money as I was before, so I'm like, I think it's okay for me to buy matcha every once in a while. When I was like really like, you know, no money to spend over here's, I was like, can't buy matcha, no matcha for me, but I'm back on it, okay? And I'm making a matcha banana float, which I have not made in many months. It was such a fun little drink to have in like the spring and summer last year. I was really like, ooh yes, new favorite beverage alert. In the colder months it just doesn't seem as appealing, but it's getting warmer again, so we're making it again. It's literally just banana ice cream, which is just frozen bananas blended with a very small amount of liquid, and then you make a matcha latte and you combine the two. But I did it a little bit different this time. I didn't add any ice. I just added a bunch of banana ice cream to the cup because I wanted to see. I thought that would be like more aesthetic looking. I don't know. I'm practicing for my aesthetic shorts and TikToks and stuff that hopefully get some views out here on these streets. I can't do it. I can't adjust to the algorithm. The ice just kind of gets in the way. That's why I didn't want to put ice in it this time. Too many solids in my beverage. And then some of you may have seen my TikTok /reel/short of me making Thai tea, but I've been making Thai tea lately sometimes because I found out how to make it vegan at home and it's delicious, just as good as you would get it in the restaurant. I haven't had it in a restaurant in so long though, so I shouldn't really be saying that, but it's just really good, okay? I got the Thai tea mix that everybody, again on TikTok, says is the best one to get. I make it in my French press because I just like using my French press, but they say the best way to make it is on the stove. You brew it for at least an hour, and then I use my sweetened coconut condensed milk to sweeten it, and also the Silk Half and Half, which I've recently discovered is really great. It's an oat and coconut blend, which I think is perfect for making Thai tea because I love oat milk in every kind of beverage, but coconut obviously pairs with the Thai tea best.
Stop drinking coffee again because it gives me the jitters. I try to pretend I don't see, but I feel. So we're on the matcha now. I found this brand of matcha. The matcha people of TikTok land said this brand was affordable and good, so I got it, and I do believe that that is true for matcha. Also, another thing that I don't really always think about but is very true, matcha in some ways is easier to make than coffee. There's no brewing, there's no waiting time, and there's no materials wasted, like not like a coffee filter. You also don't have to throw away like grounds or even like tea leaves. If I made coffee, I'd be making it in my French press, so I'd have to wash that. I'm just saying, I'm looking at the positives here. Okay, I do love coffee. I'll still drink it sometimes. I just don't think it's the best thing for me on a daily basis to be having coffee, especially since I like strong coffee, which just makes it worse. So anyways, this is how I've been making my matcha. Straining it through a sieve, using the matcha whisk in a matcha bowl is obviously the best way to make matcha, but it's too much work for me. All the things that you have to wash when you do that, I just like this better, okay, for like a day to day. But see, there's matcha on the spoon, so when I get the water from the fridge, I like position it so that the water like gets that off the spoon, okay? You see how I'm not wasting? I like a little sweetener, so I'm putting a little bit of agave, and I just put the lid on. I'm gonna just get my ice. I just do it all in this cup so that there's no extra dishes to wash. Yep, and then I've been using this Costco oat milk, which I think the graphic design for is just hysterical. Oat milk. And like, I don't see any clumps or anything. Okay, so like, it's good for me. Delicious. Earthy. Fresh. Oaty.